Hi, you guys. Um, yeah, everything seemed to work fine with your changes. The one thing though, it didn't quite pencil out when you add in the walls and whatnot. Uh, it didn't quite pencil out as far as uh, this went. Okay, I gave you 510 on the inside, 6'2" there, and 4 foot there, and then inside here 6 foot. So to get those, I had to bump this out 1 foot, but everything else works just fine in there, and I think that's a nice layout. Then this is your changes here. I just kind of made this about 4'2". I went 3 foot back and 3 foot back from this corner here, and bobbed it off like that. I like that because I think you could still sit there with that going away like that. And then we've got it bigger here now. You got 13'6". Didn't touch anything here. The garage, I went ahead and made it the 29 foot because it does make this space a lot better because you're for pulling into. Otherwise, you kind of have to nose over, I think, a little bit. One thing you might think of would be, instead of going that far back, sometimes it looks nice to come ahead 2 feet here to break up the front of the garage. And I get your porches from here to here, front and back. This I'm kind of thinking is going to be like a shed roof, going to look like a country porch where it kind of is flatter than the main portion of the roof. That's the way I envisioned covering the front porch. As far as the hips go, yeah, you can hip anything. That'd be fine. This can all this line, even though I bumped it out a foot, it would probably, the front of that roof would all be the same, because in here it's gonna, it doesn't hurt for these trusses to come out 1 foot further, just so that they're straight, and the ridges are straight. Up here it's straight, so they just extend over this wall 1 foot. And since this is all going to be flat soffit in here, you would never tell. The one thing that I thought of when it comes to hip, the only thing is that you're going to cut in pretty severely into your attic trusses. The trusses kind of come in this hip where they come back at a 45. Like, since it's 29 feet, it'd be half of that distance is where the ridge is going to be, and they come back like this, and it comes back like that. So you couldn't have much of an attic area up in here. You might say, okay, we'll hip everything and then make this gable in front, if the attic area is important to you. You'd make, like, if you went with the gable on here, you'd go gable across, one big gable, and then where the pop-out part, it'd be a smaller gable. So it would look like it could look just like something like that. Now this a little taller and everything, but it where you could this portion you could do a deal like that or not. And since you wouldn't have to have a window up here like I had to, this would be even. We have a small, but anyway, that's one thought for the front. You could also just make it a hip across there and use, just have a smaller attic area. So anyway, let me know if that change there, and more about what if you want to go full hip all the way around. And this would look nice back here, hip too. So And then let me know on the size of those doors. I will draw them in probably at 6 foot because that's kind of a standard size. But if you want them like the 8 foot, which is what I think they are in that, I'm not positive, then I'll draw them in at 8 foot. And that kind of stuff you can kind of change as you go. But I'll draw them. I'll kind of figure, well, I'll do whatever you tell me to. So anyway, get back to me. Thank you.